Yes, once again back with the live band in studio, on location. I'm sitting in some sand right now. It's a Local Lifestyle Podcast, episode 32. If you can't beach them, join them. Welcome to another episode. It's that Local Lifestyle Podcast with TLC Properties and Coryell Collaborative Group. I am Cuervo, and I have Sir Lancelot with me. We are back again. This is to hear from business owners, community leaders, trendsetters, and everyone else in between your local community. And today we've got a really cool place that we're at.
You said we had a live band on. We should have like a reggae band for this episode. The beach theme.
That would be cool. Like a Bob Marley cover band.
Yeah, and if you're watching this on YouTube, you might be wondering, where the heck are these guys? Where are these guys? Well, today we're in the largest indoor beach volleyball in North America, correct?
Yes.
And we are joined by Michael Severa. He is the owner here at Volleyball Beach Ozark. Welcome so much. Welcome.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, thanks for coming in, man. And I'm just excited. I'm in sand. It's almost Thanksgiving, and I'm in a big sand pit is what it feels like. And I liked sand as a kid.
Yeah.
It just got everywhere though. But
yeah. But this is an interesting place. We're far away from the beach, but we're just down the road in Ozark, Missouri. The beach is 12 hours away. I think we looked this up, 750 miles away.
730.
730,
miles.
Excuse me. A couple short. But we have this awesome place, and you can play in here all year around.
Can you see it from space?
You might be able to.
I mean, it's pretty big. But no, this is really cool. When we were talking that, we're getting into the cold season, and this is a really cool brand new thing in the area that, hey, what one thing I wish I could do in the wintertime? I want to play some sand volleyball. Well, now there's an actual opportunity. You just jump in your car. It's not too far from Springfield. Any of the surrounding areas, it's drivable. I'm from Chicago, so I'm from a big city where, it takes you 30 minutes to get somewhere. Whoopity-doo. Here, I don't mind. It's really cool. And it's like I said, beach volleyball. And in the title, if you can't beach them, join them. It's all here. But we have so many awesome questions that we want to start asking you.
First of all, what was the inspiration for a place like this? You really can't find anywhere like this around.
The inspiration came from basically my sister and myself. We have been athletes our whole life, and after college, my sister played softball and basketball in college, and I played basketball. After we got done competing, I played some competitive ball after that, and then coached, and we just were looking for something to get into that was active and things that we could join with our friends that were also athletes. We did many different sports, from just recreational basketball to softball. And then in Kansas City, there's Volleyball Beach Ozark. It's been there for 31 years, so it's well established in Kansas City. Beach volleyball for the recreation is a really big thing. They have basically 5 or 6 facilities stationed around the city.
That's cool.
So once we started playing, it was like the best thing that we kind of set our feet into, because we could hang out with our friends, we could be active, we could compete in something, and it wasn't too serious. And then we could go to work the next day without having our shins scraped off from kitty litter in the softball fields, or rolling an ankle on the basketball court. And it's like, man, I can't walk today. I can't. And at the time I was in real estate, and I still am, but it's a side thing that I do now is investing. But to move on, it was a great experience getting into volleyball at Kansas City Volleyball Beach, and that kind of started the wheel turning. And then fast forward, 5 years, I moved out of Kansas City and moved back, and I was in the real estate business, and I thought it was going to be a lifelong career deal. That real estate, and actually why I got into real estate, I just Googled highest paying career jobs.
Don't we all, though?
Isn't that way to do it?
Right?
Yeah.
And number one was real estate. So, I kind of researched it, and there's more millionaires being made in real estate than any other profession. I mean, that's kind of like a common.
I can tell you what's not making $1 million. Radio DJs.
Radio DJs.
So I got out of radio.
Podcast hosts.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. We'll get there. The other thing I was thinking about, when we walked in, we were told it's pressurized, and you can feel that.
You can feel it. Hits you in the face.
Yeah. it's real. Everybody who's watching this, you can see it in the background. We'll get some cool footage that you'll be able to check out too. It's really just, I want to use the word gnarly.
Yeah,
that's
far
what it
out.
is. I just can't get over how big it is. This is like top of the line. I mean,
It's the very top of the line.
okay, so yeah, we're at the very pinnacle.
We heard a little bit about that beforehand.
It's super cool. So I know, things are kind of. It seems like it's picking up. Like I said, I have a lot of friends I see on Snapchat that are here, and they seem like they're having a great time. They're in the sand, and like it's just the aura of it is pretty awesome. But what's a full day? What's a busy, jam-packed day here? What does it look like? Is it one? How awesome does it look to see everybody out?
It's incredible. Kind of going back to the first question of what was the inspiration, why we did it. The main thing, everything that I mentioned aside with getting into a career that we love in sports and being able to play, but it was really the component of being with family and friends and building a family business that would be positive for the community. Mm-hmm. And it would also be beneficial to the youth in growing potential opportunities for for children and young adults that don't have an opportunity to play beach volleyball. Because if we go to California and Florida, there's hundreds of, maybe even thousands of younger youth that are getting opportunities to play in college or professional or go into a business or marketing or coaching side of it that's not offered here. And my belief is that here in the Midwest, Missouri, Arkansas especially, that we have some of the best athletes in the world. And that's not, here's one of our employees, our desk manager is Taryn DeFalco. Her brother was top player for the United States Olympic team this year, TJ DeFalco. So,
wow.
and he was born in Cassville.
Oh my gosh.
So he's playing, so he plays in Poland right now, indoor, and then during the summer he plays for the AVP Beach or the USA Beach team.
Indoor beach volleyball, right?
He's on the Olympic indoor team.
Wow, okay, wow.
And
he works here.
No, his little sister works here.
His little sister works here.
Yeah,
okay.
he was the national player of the year at Long Beach. They won a national championship 2 years ago. And so my point is just the athletes are here. He had to move to Southern California to have those opportunities.
Giving him the opportunity around here.
Now you don't have to do that.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
That was a big part of it.
Well, you talked about a little bit about real estate. This is like prime real estate too. You're coming in off the highway. It looks like a big snow globe. People are asking questions. What the heck is that?
You want to know what's inside of it.
Yeah.
Like, when you drive by, I want to know, okay, now that I know what it is, I want to go see it. Seeing it from the outside, it's really cool. It like the introduction to it when you walk in is where the bar and snack bar would be.
We have a full menu.
Okay.
We're gonna have
cool.
a muscle grill where we serve all natural chicken, all natural beef, grass fed from Missouri, wild caught salmon, so you don't get all the pollutants from.
Okay, that's amazing.
yeah,
that's amazing.
Farm
to table.
Yes, and then we also have and you can mix that into a bowl, cauliflower rice, quinoa rice, or do a wrap or salad with that.
Do you have to have muscle to eat this food?
Absolutely not. It's
okay.
it's
so we'll definitely be
I
there.
can eat
we'll
it. Yeah, I'll be
okay.
there.
It's a growth process. But on the other side of that, we have a party grill.
Okay, the more my style.
Yeah.
Cuervo's my nickname. Let's go.
Let's go. We got pizza, hot wings.
Sold.
There's two staplers, and then your chicken fingers and your
for the off days, right? Yeah.
like 6 days of the week.
Yeah, exactly. The cheat days.
That's cool because like I said, it's. I love going to new places, like doing this podcast and seeing all these new things, and then hearing the background stories and the food. That's what really gets me going. That's the excitement, is the food. And it's something like, let's say like a family wanted to have a birthday party here. So we'll get into that in a second. As far as wanting to come in and play, is there like a pickup game or anything like that? How does one, walk me through the process of how, when you walk in that door, what's the layout? What are their options?
So right now we're having open play Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and that's $5 from 5 to 8 o'clock at night.
That's a steal.
That's a good value.
And we're doing that to kind of push memberships. At the beginning of the year, we're going to do memberships for $40 a month. You can come and play whenever courts are open or the facility is open, and then you also get 10% off the bar and grill. So it's a pretty solid deal.
$40 a month. That's like
that's a tank of gas.
$15 a day.
Yeah, just don't fill up your tank for a week.
And we do have people that are here. I'm here 7 days a week, sometimes 8 days a week, but we have people here that are playing here every day too. So earlier you asked me what kind of a normal day looks like. Our biggest days for being packed would be like a Saturday or a Sunday, where we would have. So let's just say 2 weeks ago we had a juniors tournament. A group came in from Tennessee, Nashville, and they ran a tournament during the day. Then they had a camp. Then they had an adults tournament. Then we had professionals come in from James Saul and Molly Turner came in from California. They're AVP players, cool. and they did a clinic for the juniors, younger girls. And so that was about an 18-hour day on Saturday, and then about a 12-hour day on Sunday, and then we start right back up with leagues on Monday.
So do you sleep here? Are you like the Elon Musk of indoor beach volleyball? Like
it seems like that now. I'm counting it down to get away from that, but it is a thing right now.
That's amazing. I mean, it seems like you offer so many different exclusives, like indoor beach volleyball, all natural, fresh food, and then you have multiple league play where if you're young, if you're a professional, if you're just in an adult type league, right?
Yes, we want to cater to everybody. If you just like drinking beer and playing volleyball with your friends and you could care less of the score or how good you get or any of that stuff, come right in. I mean, that is kind of our bread and butter, because
just want everybody having fun and enjoy. The other thing I was just thinking about when you said that, so my girlfriend's been making me go to hot yoga. Everybody's got their thing.
Oh, God,
whether
here we
I'm
go.
not getting into hot yoga, I'm just saying what it made me think is that this is just another opportunity, like a gym, having the membership where it's a workout. I mean, just walking from the door to here, my calves are already on fire.
We'll have yoga.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
This is your one-stop shop.
Done.
Coming soon, we'll have probably yoga on Tuesdays and Thursdays, or Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for an hour or two in the sand, and then we'll also be doing like plyometrics or speed and conditioning in the sand for groups that want to do that.
Right.
That's a different kind of a workout. I mean, running in sand and I was thinking playing volleyball on a gym floor versus here, and my calves are already on fire, and I've just done minimal walking.
They have like football players who will do preseason workouts in sand, right?
Yes,
that's a
exactly.
Perfect fit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
One of the most, I don't know if you guys remember Blake Griffin.
Mm-hmm.
When he came into the league,
yeah.
he was at Oklahoma, and he was just like a freak of nature at Oklahoma.
Jumping over cars and slam dunking.
Yeah, so I mean, he had like an insane vertical and explosiveness. And then he went to the Clippers, Southern California, and everybody thought, man, this guy's a freak. How could he get any more athletic? Well, when he went out there, he started doing the sand workouts on the beach with the trainer, and he even became more freakish over the next year or two from working out in the sand.
I'm going to play in the sand more often now.
Short guys like us, that's the trick.
Yeah.
That's it. That's a vertical right there.
Now, speaking of all this sand, where did it come from? How does one acquire this much sand?
This is about 2,200 tons of sand.
2,200 tons.
A little bit more, give or take. Some blows off the trucks.
Yeah.
We had about 96 25-ton loads from Jeff City. That's Capital, the company Capital from Jeff City.
Mm-hmm.
Basically mines it out of the Missouri River. This is double washed, double screened.
So even the sand is local.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, we tried to do everything we could from Missouri. The people that built the dome out of St. Louis.
Okay.
Wow.
So we tried to keep as much of our subs for the construction from Ozark, and then all of our products as much as we could, and people from locally as possible.
And that's what I love about doing these podcasts, is just hearing those stories.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's like a
locality.
Yeah, job creation type story in that. That's just amazing.
And our housing, what we have and what we offer, it's a vast array of ages. Maybe we can talk to one of our 55 pluses to come out here. We'll get a bus of them.
Yeah.
We have a 70-year-old out here playing on lead nights some nights. So
maybe they live in a 55 plus.
Yeah, maybe.
Get a silver league going. Yeah, good.
No, that's awesome. And then, like I said, I'm just kind of blown. This is the first time I've ever been in anything like this before, so it's kind of mind-blowing. I was saying earlier, back in Chicago, they have a bunch of big domes like this, but they're like driving ranges or stuff for golf, and I've been to a concert once in one of them that was really weird. But it's a really cool thing to see.
Impressive.
And just the growth of what's happening out here. Like I said, coming from a big city to Springfield. Springfield's the third largest city in Missouri.
In the state. Yes.
But in having something like this, now this is just one more attraction. One more reason, like you said, you just had people come from Tennessee. Like that's cool that, hey, we're going to travel. We're going to go to this really new, awesome thing that they have. And my friends are always like, why Springfield, Missouri? Why did you pick there? One, it was one of the only radio jobs I was able to get at the time. But it was interesting. It's a whole cool. I've been here about 10 years, I think, and how it was when I got here in 2011 to where we're at now. There's so many new interesting things and like
community development type stuff.
Exactly,
Yeah,
and it's just continuously growing. But once again, like this is going to be a new attraction. It'll be a new draw for people to come out. It doesn't matter if it's going to be summertime. You know, it doesn't
what
matter
age group, right?
on weather, which is really, I think,
Do
neat.
you guys offer classes if you want to learn how to play beach volleyball?
Sure. So not only are we having pros come in teaching youth, but we also have pros teaching adults, and then we also have camps and different type of clinics happening all the time. So like last night when we were here, there was actually an adult group training. There was an adult group training here last night.
Very good, yeah.
So I mean, those are things you just come into open play, or you get your membership and come up, and there's people training that are trying to be professionals and also just trying to get the ball over the net.
Yeah, that would be part of my... I've actually tried out. Here's a small... Sorry, I'm all about stories, but I was in high school and I tried out for the volleyball team. Do you think I made it?
Absolutely.
They said, get lost,
I
Pee-wee.
appreciate your positivity, but no, I got cut first round. And it's one of those things that volleyball is just a lot tough. Like when you play it with your family in the lawn or something. Like you said, there's people like that maybe just want to come out and play some beach volleyball.
Yeah.
Then you've got the ones that, you know, hey, I did this in high school. I actually got a scholarship for it. So the different levels of it. I got to say it was a lot harder than I thought because, one, I'm short. I'm vertically challenged. Can I jump? Enough. But, I mean, it was just a lot harder. But this is something for me that I would love to get a group of people, whether it be coworkers or some of my degenerate friends to come out. And
Yes, you do have those. Yeah.
But, you know, it's just something cool to where, like you said, Saturdays are a busy night, you know, or just even a weekday during the summer.
Something different, too. You know,
Well, that's the thing. Everybody's always, there's nothing to do in town.
Yeah.
I'll just go to the bars.
this is a great way to bond with family, friends,
Well, check it out.
all sorts of stuff.
You know what you can do here? You can get your drink.
And your
Healthy
wild-caught
food?
salmon or whatever it is from the stream out of Missouri.
So pizza and wings. I'm already in for that. So let's just tap on that. So let's say somebody wanted to come and just watch. Is that something that it'd be okay with?
That's a definite thing.
Hey, I want to come get food, but I also want to go check out a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we invite everybody to come up, and you don't have to. You know, there's no entry fee. There's no. You don't have to pay to come and watch. We did this for the community as much as we did it for our family and friends, because the community down here was calling for it, and that's one of the reasons why we picked Springfield. Not only because my brother and sister were pretty much cemented down here, and I love Missouri and I love the Ozarks. It's just a great place to be, and there's so much opportunity for growth. And I think the people down here, especially in the wintertime with the lake being shut down and there's not very many things to do, it's just a great thing for the whole community to get involved in.
Absolutely. And, you know, I grew up going and doing some of the stuff at, like, churches and community centers and things like that. But the fact that this is North America's largest indoor volleyball, like, you can't just go out when it's 30 degrees at night and just start playing volleyball. No one's going to come to that.
Yeah. I mean,
So this
you'd
is
be
a
out
great
there by
alternative.
yourself.
Yeah. Be like, oh, that guy's sad. Okay.
So as far as like your vision, we talked about this a little earlier, how is it when you walk in, whether it's early in the morning, when you come open the doors and you look around, is this everything that you hoped and wanted it to be? I mean, because I know it's still going to be continued. The story's not done yet.
The vision was to bring the biggest and the best beach volleyball facility to the 417 area code in the world, and build on that and have Olympians and professional players coming out of here that grew up here. They started playing here, and so yes, the vision is there. We're getting there, but it's not done yet because it's a lifelong thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
we want to be hanging Olympian pictures on the walls in here. We want the whole community.
Can you do that?
Well, we're gonna have a wall of fame in the restaurant and the bar
Right
and
on.
grill.
I feel like you could hang, like, banners from those,
We could
seat
get
looking things.
We could get see how you have the sponsorship banners behind me?
Yeah, yeah.
We could
yeah.
get your guys' picture on there, and we could just hang like a 50 by 50 from the ceiling if you guys
Heard it
want.
here first.
Yeah,
Local
nobody-
Lifestyle Podcast.
Nobody wants to see this face at least.
Mine either.
That's so cool. And okay, so with that, when you just dropped that there, let's say as far as sponsorship, how could somebody get on board with that? How contact you? Is there any like a Facebook or a website that they can?
Oh, sure. So actually, right now, until we get more staff hired and the bar and grill fully running, the number that's linked to Volleyball Beach Ozark is my cell phone. So anybody listening can call or text me anytime, or for sponsorship, my email is on the website. Okay. It's directly to me, and if you text, I'll probably get back to you faster because I'm on the move. But that's how you can get a hold of me, and we have lots of sponsorships and lots of opportunities for sponsorships to come in. Not just for, so we're working. Our partner for our printing is Queen City.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jeremy's a great guy, and he has some big visions that kind of match ours. I mean, he wants to sponsor a tournament and have it be the Queen City Open and pull pros from all over the world to come in. I mean, so that's the type of thing.
That's a good sounding name.
Yeah,
too.
and Queen City, I mean, they're everywhere. I mean, it's great. That's cool. I'm just excited to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, and did you know going in that this was going to be the largest in the U.S.?
That was the plan. I mean,
that was the plan.
That was the plan from the beginning. So I designed these courts to match the AVP and the NCAA and the FIVB, and made it to be the biggest in North America. And I say North America, not the world, because I couldn't find enough information in China and Russia, in those countries, on seeing their facilities. It's just I couldn't Google it or find anything.
Sounds like
on
a business trip, maybe. Just fly over there.
So how many do we have in here?
We have 10 courts.
10, okay.
It's 40,000 square feet with sand, and then it's an acre with the whole dome. The other biggest one is in Kansas City, and that's 36,000 square feet with 8 courts. And
That's
then
bigger than my apartment.
There's quite a few places with 6 courts or
so
5
you beat
courts.
Kansas City.
That was the plan.
Yeah.
I mean, well, coming down here, we're centrally located in the country. We're almost right in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we wanted this to be the mecca for the inland volleyball. I mean, it's a stop for both coasts, north and south, and we wanted it just to be the biggest and the best.
You don't just have to get your kicks on Route 66. You can come play some sand volleyball too.
At the biggest and the best.
And like I said, that's the coolest part about watching this community continuously grow, with having people such as yourself, and everybody that's involved with this, having that dream, like you said, going into it, I want to be the biggest, and that's going to be inspiring for other people, for people that are coming to play here when they hear the background story. And that's the joy of getting to do these podcasts, is where it's not humanizing somebody, but it's really getting that background where just versus, hey, they opened up something really cool. Well, let's tell you why they opened it. What their dream was.
What they offer, too. It's amazing.
To where, who knows what this may do to inspire maybe somebody in a younger generation to say, hey, what they did was cool, but I want to do something maybe along those lines, like the biggest
indoor soccer or hockey.
And those are things that are around, too. I mean, because they have anything outdoor, over time, eventually they're going to have indoor that somewhere. And that'll be kind of cool to see. Who knows what's next? What's going to come down the line? And if this has only been 10 years of my life here, what's going to happen the next 10 years?
I feel like it's escalating in this area. With everything going on around the country, and we have a good backbone of a community and family and business around here. I feel like it's really going to grow fast, compared to the rest of the nation. Even though some places are growing faster, but I feel like this area has a lot of room for growth, and a lot of big things are going to be coming in the near future.
We've got a lot of good stuff going on, for sure.
Invest in land. God's not making any more of that.
Real estate.
I stole that from The Sopranos, by the way. It was a line that was
you
in
look
there.
like a soprano. Can we talk about the dome for a second? From the road, it looks like a snow globe, and then you get in here, and you're like, if somebody shakes this, sand's going to go everywhere. But how did this get, implemented? How did this get here?
The dome?
Yeah.
Well, it took about 12 days to put up. It's got about $250,000 in cement under the ground that nobody sees.
Or hopefully
but it's
you
needed.
don't feel. Yeah.
So if what you're looking at here is this fabric, if you can look up, there's a spine going down, and there's 4 sheets of fabric. So those metal anchors with the little metal clips going over the top, there's 4 sheets that we laid down and then pulled across the sand and then anchored them together and then hooked it up. We anchored it down to the concrete footer and then turned on the blowers in it. and it pressurized it and blew it up.
Oh.
So it's always, if we went in and looked down the manifold out there, you would see the pressure. It's so high tech. I mean, it literally is down to the decimal as it goes up and down. We got pressure going out those doors over there every time somebody opens a door, or even all around here, this thing's breathing, but it's correcting that all the time. And there's different mechanisms that we can program into it for it to withstand bad weather. During leagues and tournaments, we keep it at 70 degrees. It's about 55 in here right now. Not bad, but come 4 o'clock, we'll turn it to 70 and make it nice and comfortable, and people will be sweating in here all the way through the year, all the way through the winter.
That's what you're here to do. You're here to sweat.
I'm just going to come in my
and drink
and have a good time, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So what I want to hear, like, what did people say, like your construction teams, when you started putting this up? Like, what were they saying? I mean, this is the largest in North America.
Well, they didn't know what they were looking at.
Right.
So, even after all the blueprints and everything, I'm telling our architect and our GC and the subs what's going on. They still couldn't wrap their head around. I mean, they're just putting their head down on paper and just putting the bolts and nuts together.
Right.
And even, they're walking off last week because we got our final inspections done from everybody, and everything's done, and our construction crew's leaving. They're just like, all right, I still don't really know what's going on, because they're from a different world,
Right.
They build things and they don't actually play with them so much, which is great.
They don't ask questions. Just tell me what you want.
They're not blowing up stuff.
Yeah.
Like they're actually building it.
Yeah. So, people, until they actually come in and start actually playing, and the biggest thing is the experience. The dome is great. The beach volleyball is great, but really, without family and friends and having a good time and hanging out and just chilling and partying, it's not that big a deal. But it's the component of adding family and friends and having that good time 7 days a week available is the real component that makes Volleyball Beach what it is.
Community investment. That's what we're all about as well. So I would say, maybe to wrap it up, what is your vision for this business, for this awesome thing in 417 for the future?
Well, like I said, we'd like to make it the mecca of beach volleyball for the inland. Now, obviously, with Southern California being the coastal mecca of maybe the world, or Hawaii, we got our work cut out in doing that, but also build this to be the greatest community attraction for 417, and then eventually franchise it. We've already had people that want to, the NCAA came down here and they wanted to learn how to build these for the northern colleges so they could compete with the UCLAs and the LSUs and the USCs. So that's a thing that's going on right now. We just want to make it as big and as good as possible for the community and our family and friends.
It's definitely huge.
Yeah.
It's definitely huge. Well, I really look forward. Like I said, I'll make sure I'll be following you guys on all the social media. Like I said, plenty of my friends are already out here, playing volleyball. I really look forward to see what the future holds for you guys. I'm definitely going to come back around once we get that kitchen up. I'm going to try the healthy food, and I'm going to wash it down with some pizza and wings. Can I put wings on the pizza?
Absolutely.
All
Do
right.
whatever you want.
I buy one pizza and then I take another pizza and I put it on
Yes,
top.
the sandwich.
Yeah.
Or if you
All
do the
day.
New York style, you flip it. Yeah.
Wash it down with the beer. maybe a
Exactly.
tequila
We'd start
shot.
growing horizontally if we did that.
That's okay.
You can't do that every day.
You can play it off.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, once again, episode 32 of the Local Lifestyle Podcast. Michael, thank you very much for taking time out of your
Thank
day
you
and
so
sitting
much.
down with us. You may see us here all throughout our own random times of life, but, we have a very big company. I'm sure you're going to see some of us coming through eventually.
Oh, yeah.
And
Get some residents out here.
yeah, I'll probably roll through with some friends while they're playing, and I'll be that guy sitting in the background eating my chicken wings and washing down with a beer, just enjoying it. But I
Getting
really,
spiked on.
yeah, that'll happen, I'm sure.
Oh,
But
yeah.
no, I really appreciate you guys coming out and sitting down and talking with us and kind of spreading it. And hopefully you get to that level. I have no doubt in my mind that you guys are going to get there. You're already doing it. It's already huge.
That's right.
Literally.
It's the biggest. The biggest in North America.
Well, once again, thank you so very much for coming on episode 32. We'll be calling this one quits for now. Lance, thanks for joining me
Yes,
and
sir.
my beautiful co-host. Make sure you check it out. You can find this anywhere and everywhere. It's going to be on Spotify, YouTube. You can check out the video. Anywhere you can find a podcast, you're going to hear our voices.
Hey, come on out. If you can't beach them, join them.
Join them. Thanks.